More than ever today in research, collaborations lie at the very heart of our enterprise in which we engage. Science is becoming more complex and therefore needs to be more collaborative, whether it's within one discipline because very large data sets are required, or whether it is across disciplines because the problem that is being addressed is so complex that solutions from one discipline is insufficient. But of course we know that collaborating may be easy to say, or the recognizing the need to collaborate may be easy to say, but in practice it requires quite some skill. After all, a few minutes ago I was talking about Nobel Prizes. Nobel Prizes really recognize individuals, even though we all know that science is a team sport. It's not actually performed by individuals. Each of those individuals represents a very large group of people who have worked together towards that particular discovery. So collaborating is not easy, and there is a balance between fruitful, productive collaboration, fruitful including from the individuals who collaborate, a balance between that and competition. Women find that collaborations often can be a precarious territory. So here is a piece which we published in Nature just over a year ago, where we specifically discussed the matter with a number of women who shared with us the concerns and the stumbling blocks they face in collaborations. So it is well known from social sciences that members of a minority group, and unfortunately women remain a minority in the research community, need to make up 25 to 30% of a team before their voices are heard. So you need a sort of a critical mass, if you like, in order to put your points across. There is an intersectionality problem, so women of color are more likely than white women to report as having had their ideas stolen without credit given for them being originators of an idea. It's more common for women than men to be involved in authorship disputes, and here this is where the role of mentors comes in, where mentors can help with patenting interventions, dealing with difficulties with colleagues and career advancement. So this is that opportunity for us to support women in this collaborative setting, whether those collaborations are with other women alone or in the wider research ecosystem. And speaking of creating collaborations and self-support groups from women only, the next point speaks to that point exactly. The so-called old boy networks, which have existed and continue to exist, which exclude, by definition, exclude women, can of course be counteracted by supporting groups that women form themselves. Now, in an ideal situation, those supporting networks would of course be truly diverse across the research community.